God didn't abandon me. He redirected me. He restored me and reassured me that I am not alone in this journey called life. I want to share my story and tell you how my toxic marriage turned into my testimony. Welcome to Thrive with Grace. I'm your host, Kat, and I am so happy and delighted that you've decided to join me today. If you're new to my channel, I want you to please like and subscribe, hit that button, because your subscriptions, your follows, they help us and let me know that I'm doing a good job and you're enjoying all the good news that I'm sharing. Allow me a moment to talk about my silent struggle in my 8-year-long marriage. The whole marriage wasn't toxic. We like to keep it real on this channel. But if I'm being real, the last 3 to 5 years, it was pretty toxic on both ends. I did not know how to communicate with my ex-husband. And if I'm being real, he still doesn't know how to communicate with me today. But nevertheless, a lot of people saw our marriage and thought it was just picture perfect because we knew how to put on. He was a great actor, I was a fantastic actress, and we made it work. In front of people, we were smiling, laughing, taking pictures, just doing all the things. And the minute that we got in the car to go home, it was complete silence. I can remember several times coming home from work, just sitting in my car because I did not want to go in my house, a place where I was supposed to feel most safe and most protected. I did not want to go inside. I suffered through depression for several years before I realized that I was just in so much pain and heartache. I kept telling myself, this is not where God wants me to be. This is not what God has for me in my life. And I'm just so unhappy. There was excessive drinking, there was disrespect, there was some infidelity. There were just so many things happening within my marriage and no one knew about it. We kept our marriage to ourselves. We never talked about it with others. We didn't go into counseling. We didn't speak to a pastor. We didn't read books. My ex-husband just said, well, we need to work it out within our house. There were times where I would actually beg and plead with him, let's talk to somebody, let's communicate, let's have a conversation. But how many know that it's hard to have a conversation with someone that doesn't want to talk to you? You cannot have a successful boxing match if no one wants to fight with you. And I'll tell you the truth, my ex-husband definitely did not want to fight with me. I thought that getting a divorce would be the last resort. I told him, I said, well, if we get a divorce, maybe that will allow us to begin anew. Maybe we can start fresh. But when we got a divorce, things became worse. Things became so much worse. And just out of respect for myself and my family, I'm not going to share what exactly took place. But I was so surprised because I asked myself, how can someone that I made vows to do these types of things towards me, treating me as if he was never married to me at all? I was so hurt and in so much pain. My situation became so sorrowful. And I was so mean and judgmental. I just didn't even care anymore. I didn't care about myself, about the people around me. I alienated myself. I was so ashamed and hurt. As you can see, there were several emotions that I went through during my divorce and in the last phases of my marriage. The pain that I felt was so indescribable, and I can only say that other individuals that have gone through a heartbreak, a relationship ending or divorce will understand me, or even losing a loved one. I was truly grieving, and no one prepares you for that. There was a last straw in my marriage where I said, you know what? If anyone's gonna love me, it might as well be me. because I was not being loved in my marriage the way I thought I was supposed to be loved. So if anything, it should start with me. I was emotionally fatigued in my marriage, and I decided enough was enough. I was going to stand up for myself. Whether I was going to fall flat on my face, I didn't even know, and I didn't care. I was over it. I said, you know what? I'm going to do this thing. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to be defeated. I will remain. And through all the judgment and those abandoning me, I am here before you right now as a witness that God can carry you through anything, any trial, any obstacle, any test. He can do it for you because he did it for me. I was 60 pounds overweight. I was crying many nights. I was hormonal acne. My skin was a completely different color. It's crazy how drained you can be when you're unhappy and you're in a toxic situation. You don't even realize it. I didn't realize it until I saw my before and after photos that showed me, girl, you got a glow about you now. I'm now happy. I am content with myself, and I can only say it's because of God. It's because of Jesus that I am here right now. And I'm so happy that I made the decision to put myself first and in turn put God first in my life. While I'm still learning and growing every day, I can tell you that now that toxicity is over and done with, there is so much joy in my soul and my spirit. And this joy that I have, no man gave it to me and no man can take it away. I want to encourage you that if you're faced with a difficult decision, consult God first. Don't consult your friends or your family or anything like that, because the person that has to go through it is you. If you can find a way to resolve your marriage and make things better, if your partner is willing to fight with you to make things better, I encourage you to do that, because I don't think divorce is a healthy thing for anybody to go through. It is just what happened and took place with me. My ex-husband, instead of deciding to try to fix the marriage, he decided to run away from it. And that's a decision that he made. But I am content in that decision, and I forgive him for everything that he has done. I want to encourage you, if anyone has done any wrong to you, be sure that you forgive them. It's the most powerful action that you can do. Now that you've been free and you've been liberated and you've done the work and you've healed, perhaps you'll find a new love. Perhaps someone is out there waiting, especially to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Unconditional love that is not transactional. That's what I pray for you today. I want to believe that this episode was helpful and beneficial towards you, because it certainly was for me. Be sure to allow others to see this video. Share it with your friends and your family. If they're going through a situation that's similar to this one, encourage him or her. Let them know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You do not have to stay in that toxic situation, whether it's a relationship or a marriage. God does not want that for you. He wants you to be happy. You are put on this earth to glorify his name and to spread the gospel and give your testimony to others. I want you to be blessed. I want you to know that you are loved, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.